Hey guys, this is Drew Krag with GearWire.com, and we're back for another home studio workshop. Today we're going to be talking about the Elektrik Piano VST by Native Instruments, one of my favorite soft synth plugins. It's saved me a lot of time. You know, first of all, I don't own a Rhodes. As much as I'd love to own a Rhodes, I have to use other keyboards and stuff to get that sound, and it happens to be one of my favorite sounds. So this particular VST soft synthesizer allows me to just load it up in about 10 seconds, pick my Rhodes sound, and play it. It's a very simple, very, very good sounding soft synth, and they have a lot of different classic sounds. So we're going to go through some of the sounds, and we're going to take a look at what makes this little soft synth tick, and check it out. It's pretty cool. As you can see, Elektrik Piano has a very nice looking interface. Looks like a very old school piano. Electric piano like a Rhodes from back in the day, which makes it easier for us. I'm going to go through a couple of the presets, a couple of the knobs. Each preset in it has its own kind of customized knobs that are set up. In other words, if it's an equalizer preset, it'll have a low, mid, and high. If it's if it's like a distortion or distorted preset, it'll have a distortion knob. You know, if it's a reverb preset, it'll have a reverb knob. So each one is kind of customized towards the sound that the preset is customized for, which is nice to have control over that. I have loaded up right now a 3-band equalizer MK2. So let me first talk about the various different pianos that are in here. There's an MK1, which is a little bit old school Rhodes. Let's take a listen to that. I'll just pull up the regular one. It takes about 10 seconds for it to load up. And not a bad sound. It's not like that really tinny kind of Rhodes. It's a little bit more mellow, which is nice. I like that mellow Rhodes. And the MK2 will sound a little bit more modern. These are modeled after actual Rhodes pianos. So you can hear it's a little bit more gritty. The A200 is quite a bit different. Let's just pull that up and take a listen real quick. This is kind of your more tinny, more almost electronic sounding Rhodes. But it does have some very good uses in the studio. Now the E7 is more of your funky, almost kind of clavinet sounding piano, which sounds really good if you get a little filter on it, like some Stevie Wonder Superstition style. But going through a few of these, I'm going to go back to the MK2 because that happens to be my favorite. We'll just go through some of my favorite sounds. The first one probably being Saturator. And the reason I like this one is it's not necessarily distorted, but it sounds really kind of gritty. A little bit of distortion, actually. It's got a nice like mid-high to it, which kind of jumps out in a mix. So I like to use that one a lot. Let's pull out another one that has more of a customized sound to it, like delay. So this one has a delay knob. We can change how much delay there is, how much time. Like that's a real short delay. And it's geeking out a little bit, but there's the longer delay. There we go. There's also feedback, and you can pan it. So it's an auto pan left and right. I know at home you guys can't hear that, but take it from me, it's going kind of left and right. So each one of these has its customized knobs. Over here we have a tune. This is on every single preset. You can just basically transpose what you're playing, which is nice if you're only really good at playing in a couple keys like I am. You can also pan the entire piano and change the master volume of the piano. I'm just going to go over one more preset real quick. Let's try the phaser. So a phaser is a modulation effect. You can hear it. It kind of sounds like it's modulating around a little bit. You have your phaser, how much phaser you have, your depth of the phaser, speed of the phaser. I personally prefer slower phasers that kind of creep around. And then feedback, just kind of how much you can hear the actual phase. Those are basically some of my favorite presets in the Native Instruments Elektrik Piano VST. Save you a lot of time and money going out and buying a Rhodes, miking it up, finding your favorite sound or whatever. Here you can get all these different sounds in one quick little unit. And if you're not totally convinced on the way it sounds, use it as a way to just kind of get an idea down And then when you have time to mic up your Rhodes in the way that you want to, then you can do that later. Think of it as a way of creating scratch takes like really quickly. A lot of these soft synths are really good for that. So it saves you time and money in the long run. Thanks for watching.